Hello. Oh, hi, and welcome to your first night here of your summer job here at the Joe's Barbecue Foot Massage Museum. So, yes, we created a museum of an old, lost, and forgotten Midwestern restaurant chain. Yes, we did it. I know, it might seem like a useless investment, but trust me, this is way better than you think. So, this place is to honor the Joe's Barbecue Foot Massage locations. There were 12 of them, by the way, in 7 different states uh, in the Midwest. And it was a pretty famous chain from 1983 until 1995. But unfortunately, some unfortunate incidences in the year of 95 ended up causing its downfall, and they closed all locations by the end of 95. So, yeah, it's been abandoned ever since. But me and a couple of other friends of mine decided to reopen one of the locations here in St. Louis, except it is now a museum. So, yeah, basically, we rummaged around the place looking for anything we could salvage of it. We did find some animatronic parts from certain characters, but that's about it. We actually haven't found any actual like animatronics. We've only found animatronic parts, and you'll notice on camera three, those are where the animatronic parts are being stored right now. We plan to scatter them around the building for a creepy effect. You know what I mean? But yeah, and for historical sake. But yeah, but yeah. So let me tell you though, the the restaurant that we are creating the museum out of it's in disrepair right now, and things could easily go wrong if you're not careful. So how do I say this? So the heating in the building is broken, and this sometimes causes the building to overheat, and it can get really bad. It can get up to like 130 degrees or something, yeah, when it's overheating. So yeah, but we luckily have found a way to fix it. So if you look to your right, you see this little heat decreaser button. If you press that button, it will decrease the heat. Now it will, now it will take a couple seconds to, it will take a couple seconds to hold down before the heat goes down enough where you can, not have to do it for a while. So make sure just to press it down for at least 5 seconds, and it should be able to decrease the heat in the building. Now, you might have to do this multiple times a night because the building regularly overheats. And if it gets too hot, then it could cause a fire because, well, let's just say that there are some that there is some very flammable things in this building, especially after everything got abandoned for a freaking a long time. But yeah. Um. Oh yeah. One more thing before I go for the night. So I need to tell you about actually what happened here 18 years ago. So I mentioned that there were a lot of lawsuits. Well, let me tell you, the guy who got arrested for them, his name was Ian, and it was because he was selling pictures of children's feet that he got from the animatronics feed. He would basically use the animatronics as pawns in his little game in order to make money on OnlyFans. And don't ask how OnlyFans existed in 1995, all right? But yeah, he did that for a long time, and it eventually got to a point where he got caught and he served 15 years in prison. Now he is out of prison, but ever since he got out of prison, I haven't been in contact with him at all. I don't know where he is, but I'm hoping he's doing okay. But you know, whatever. Um, all right. So yeah, that's really all I have to tell you for this night. There's not much to say. The building doesn't really have much in itself. Honestly, if we don't find anything cooler than what we found when we were rummaging through this place a couple weeks ago, um, by next week, honestly, honestly, we might need to create some fake stuff in order to spice it up a little bit. and you can help in that. I'm hoping, right? You can come here during the day, right? You have time. You totally don't have a life outside of this, right? Oh, good. You have a family? Well, I don't care. You're coming. Anyhow, uh, stay safe and don't overheat and don't get a heat stroke. All right. Good night.